Hey y'all, we are back with the finale recap of The Bachelor. This is season 29, episode 9. And we're going to find out who Grant chose. We're going to find out if Grant pissed me off like I told him not to do from the very beginning. And yeah, I want to know what you guys thought about who he chose. Did he choose the right person? Stick around so we can get into it, okay? Okay, so as we know, there are only two women remaining, and it's Latia and Juliana. We started off this week with Juliana, no, not Juliana, Latia meeting the family. And so she met Grant's mom, his dad, and his sister, which she actually met the sister on the first night. And the sister said that she liked Latia since day one. So that is a good sign. When your sister likes the person, make sure you let that marinate in your brain a little bit, okay? But yeah, the mom, she did say she sees the synergy between them. The mom did ask Latia, what is it that you love about my son? And Latia was ready, honey, okay? She said that he was caring and has traits that she admires. She was able to really see that when he met with her family. And she did also say that she would be willing to move to a neutral location so they can begin starting a life together, just kind of from scratch. Nobody's in the other person's territory. And I think that is a good way to go as well. Latia also said that she's ready to settle down and start a family with Grant, which we all know Grant has been saying from the very beginning. If you watch my past recaps, you know that I've been saying, Grant said, anyone who says they're ready for a family or they want to be a mom and be a wife, that is like the key thing that is standing out to Grant throughout the whole season. So Latia is ready, honey, and I believe her. Grant's mom, though, she did say that Latia is humble, genuine, and she can tell that she really loves Grant. So all of this sounds amazing. Grant's dad, he also said that he thinks Latia is a great girl and he can see Grant with her. Now, Grant threw us a little curveball last night. I ain't gonna hold you, okay? He said that because he was playing basketball all in his 20s, he kind of just wants to get his person and spend quality time and travel with them. And he isn't really ready to start a family, which I'm like, well, Grant, this is news to me because all season that seemed to be the magic little key to get to your heart. So, okay, Grant, now all of a sudden you're not ready for kids, but we will see how this goes. Ultimately, Grant's family did seem to love Latia. Latia does seem to love Grant's family, and there is that. Latia also let Grant know that she loves him, and she said that she's never told anyone she loved them before. So I know that that was probably scary for her. So good job to Latia for being vulnerable and transparent and sharing her feelings, which she will talk about a little bit later in the episode. Next, it was time for Juliana to meet the family. She did say she was a little nervous about meeting them. And I'm like, girl, do you remember all the family you had Grant meet? How are you nervous after you just had him meet like 20 people? But okay, girl. I noticed the family did seem a little more quiet around Juliana than they were excited with Latia. So we'll see how that goes. They talked about Grant lone wolf tattoo again and how Juliana and Grant connected on that. And I'm like, okay, this is like the third time we're hearing about this tattoo, but maybe they don't have much more else to talk about. Grant's mom did say Juliana is vibrant, happy. She brings peace into Grant's life, which is all good signs and good things that you will want for your son. Grant's mom also asked Juliana if she loves Grant, and Juliana was kind of hesitant there. Grant's mom then recapped the conversation that she had with Juliana. She let Grant know, like, hey, if she doesn't love you, I'm asking that you walk away. because of course she wants to protect her son at all costs, and totally makes sense. I feel like at this point we all knew what was coming. So if you do not love the person, then you probably either should have dismissed yourself a while ago, or you need to figure out how to let your guard down and open up more so you guys can get to wherever it is you need to be. Grant and his dad spoke for a little bit. The dad was telling Grant how he should be able to be vulnerable with Juliana. And the dad also let Grant know that he's there to support him. He won't be leaving like he did before. And so they just had a little special moment there, which I think was very nice to see on camera between Grant and his dad. Once it was time for Juliana to leave, Grant again told her how he loves her, and she said she loved him too. And she wants it to be them in the end. So that is how their meeting of the family and way of saying they love each other went. Grant did say he is in love with both of the women and he's confused. So now he wants to basically just figure it out. Grant, we are cutting it very close, okay? We are cutting it very close, but you know, better late than never, I guess. Next up was the final one-on-one dates. He went on his first one-on-one date with Juliana, and they went on a boat ride exploring Punta Cana. Punta Cana. He said he does understand why her guard is up, you know, her protecting herself. He also asked Juliana if at the end of this she would be ready for a proposal if he were to ask. And she said that she would handle his heart with care. And after they feel that their emotional connection has grown, she did say that she feels more reassured to say yes if he were to propose later. Then was the one-on-one date with Latia. They rode horses again because I feel like that's what they did when they went to her hometown, but maybe that's their thing. So that was nice. Grant said again how, which I feel a lot of us have felt, Latia is the person he envisioned as far as what a wife and mother of his child would be, or mother of his children would be when he started the process. So I thought that was a good sign. Grant did say though that he has questions for Latia because he knows what's coming next. And those questions ultimately were about her timeline on when she expects to have kids. And he let her know like he's not really ready for kids yet, which again was the curveball because all season he was talking about wanting kids. He said if he were to be with her for 2 years and then decided he's not ready to have kids yet, how would she feel about that? She said that she would have questions and find out why he wasn't ready, but ultimately she knows how important it is for both of them to be ready and both of them to be excited about starting a future and building a family. She let him know it was nothing to stress about, and they seem to be on the same page. Latia also let Grant know why she never told anyone she loved them before. She said that she feels when she does say it to someone, she's scared that she will lose that person or lose the relationship with the person. So that's why she's been hesitant. But she said she was ready to be vulnerable and basically take her chances and hope for the best outcome because he makes her feel safe. So that is the reason why she was so hesitant on saying she loved him earlier on. The next morning, which is the morning of the proposal, Grant woke up still feeling confused. He said he thought the night before he had it all figured out. That morning, he realized he didn't. And so his dad came by. The mom and sister already flew back. And the dad let him know to just trust his gut and go with what he knows or who he knows is the best person for him. Grant does say he knows Latia is ready for that next step in commitment, and so he loves that about her, but he also loves how much fun he has with Juliana, which is what I've been saying this whole time, but I'm gonna touch on that a little bit later after I talk about who he chooses. He also says that him and Juliana can help each other as far as them both knowing how it feels to be alone and feeling supported through that. And I've said on a previous episode that kind of feels like a little bit of a trauma bond, which you got to do what works for you, but I feel like that's not really the healthiest place to start a relationship if he were to choose her. Now it is time for the final rose ceremony. Grant told Latia, so Latia came out first, y'all. He told her that first of all, they were kissing. They kissed like twice. And Grant told Latia how he loves her. He wants to give her everything she deserves, but he knows he's not her person. Latia was like, and she had a whole nother accent come out, y'all. Now, Latia is a sweetie. I do love that about her, but you could tell he was like, I hope it doesn't make you look at me different. And she was like, how could it not? Like, period. I'm not mad at her about it. Because yeah, I mean, she was very open with him. She even said on after the final rose, like how the whole time behind the scenes, Grant was saying like, okay, should we just end the show now? And like, I'm going to propose to you. She said the last thing he said on the final date was, I love you, I love you, I love you. When she was like, we're getting engaged tomorrow. And he's like, I know, I love you, I love you, I love you. So that is tricky, murky waters, okay? Because I think all of us were thinking he would choose Latia. Okay, but yeah, she did say she is sad and disappointed, and she also let him know that she's different than what she thought he was. So needless to say, process of elimination, Grant did choose Juliana, which congrats to them. You could tell that they had a connection, but I just feel based on what Grant was saying he was looking for, Latia fits that more like perfectly. But Juliana is a great girl. She seems like a fun girl. Like he said, he likes how they have fun. I do think that Grant and Latia are a better fit for how Grant is right now. Like, I think Latia will be a great wife for him in the future, which I'm sure he has no chance of getting her back, which was one of the things like, well, what if I choose one and then later I'm like, oh, I should have chose the other. Then, bruh, you should have figured it out. You should have asked production if you could get an extra day. Okay. But, yeah, I mean, he chose Juliana. So I think they'll be a cute, like, boyfriend, girlfriend couple. If they get married, then great for them. But as far as, Latia, I know she's going to find a great match for her later down the line. And yeah, this was just that. I want the Bachelor people to really make sure the people they're choosing is ready for marriage. Although Grant was saying the whole season he was ready to be a husband, he was ready to start a family, so he also low-key flipped it. Did Grant piss me off this season? Low-key, yes. Am I surprised? Absolutely not. Okay, y'all. So anyway, that's my recap. I hope you watched all the videos. I hope you enjoyed these recaps. Who knows? Oh, I fell asleep. They are having Bachelor in Paradise, and I think they're mixing the older people, like from Golden Bachelor and Golden Bachelorette. I think they're also going to be mixed in with the younger people somehow. I don't know. We'll figure it out, y'all. Bachelor in Paradise is coming this summer. And so thanks for watching my recap, y'all. I will see y'all on the next season of The Bachelor, or if another show comes first, or if I just have anything love related to talk about. Anyway,